4 a.m.
Okay, this week is kind of wrapping up to be an interesting one in the sense of I thought I'd have to rehearse tomorrow, but now it looks like we can't rehearse tomorrow, and that's why I got started on this week's song this morning earlier than I normally would, and I have it pretty much in kind of some sort of shape, so tomorrow I have plenty of time to mix it and sort all that out now. So I think I'm gonna have accidentally have a bit more chilled out day tomorrow than I thought I would have. But having said that, I'll probably come up with some sort of plan to do something else. I've loads of stuff that I have to get done anyway. But this is kind of a good opportunity. Somebody asked me during the weekend about my schedule. It was just a comment on the YouTube, so I thought rather than just reply to that, I thought actually let's kind of talk about it, because I'm sure some of you are wondering that. What does he do all day long? So my schedule, I'll give you a rough idea what my normal schedule is if I'm not touring, traveling, or if nothing goes wrong and change, because all of this, as much as there is a structure to it, it all changes all the time. So I'll give you a rough idea. So usually my week starts on Monday. Monday morning, I usually, depending of the week, but usually I try to get in and run in first thing in the morning. This week I didn't because I was running yesterday. So I try not to never run 2 days in a row. I try to give it a break because my joints and bones are not as young and fertile than they used to be. Ooh, biker. But to do that, I usually like to get up early enough. Like I'll be up out of bed anywhere between kind of 7 and 7:30. 7:30 usually is the latest, and I'm usually up on Monday mornings. I like to tackle the week early. I like Mondays a lot. I think to me Monday's a great day. I like a new week and I like new beginning. I like the possibility of everything being open, and it's up to you to make whatever you want out of the week. Yeah, I like to be up for it early. Then after that, there's a little bit of, I usually have a breakfast and I catch up on emails, which my mailbox is a nightmare, and usually weekends I try not to deal with it too much. So Monday mornings I usually bravely tackle it and delete as much of it as possible and deal with, reply to whatever I have to. And that's between my personal email account and then Slither's, all the booking related stuff, so which between those it keeps me busy. Usually that takes about an hour to sort all that out. Then Mondays I try to put time aside to write a song, and that can be a process of, it can take 1 hour or it can take 3 hours, 4 hours, it depends. It's a creative work, so you can't put a really time on it. On top of that, I try to film, like for example this right now, whenever I get a chance, but it's kind of in between stuff, so yeah. And then there's a little bit of planning of the week. If I have stuff ready, I try to edit a video already. If I get some sort of start on the edit of the day, that's usually good. It means that I don't have to be up until God knows what hour. Then from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock I play a session in the porterhouse. I do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So sitting in a corner playing music. It's an acoustic thing. It's really nice, relaxed mixture between traditional Irish music and then my own songs. So I usually try to go there. I aim to be there around about 4 o'clock. Usually it ends up being more close to 4:30, and I have my lunch/dinner. I usually have some sort of snack here in between. I said lunch/dinner depending of whether sometimes we might go out for a bite to eat later on. If I do, then it's my lunch, and if not, it's actually my dinner, and then I usually try to fast for the late part of the afternoon and try not to snack in the evening. It doesn't really leave much time, but usually I try to have an hour or so on Monday afternoons before the session where I can just sit down and watch other vloggers, which I always find really inspirational. Watch if there's anything I need to learn. It's one of those times I do a little bit of research and trying to figure out how to do things better. Usually after the weekend the house is empty, so I might quickly run to the shop, get some stuff into the house. Now we're both, me and my girlfriend are doing intermittent fasting, so neither one of us are eating at night time, so there's not really that much stuff in the house. Yeah, so that kind of wraps up the Monday. Tuesday is usually my studio day, and Tuesdays I usually try to get straight into work, but having said that, obviously there's a noise limitation, so I live in an apartment, so I'm not going to start recording 7 o'clock in the morning, so usually I try to wait until about 9 o'clock. That's usually the polite time. So in the morning again, I catch up on emails. I usually try to schedule some social media stuff. I make sure that all the stuff that I set up the night before for the day's vlog is gone out okay. That alone is a long process. Between editing the vlog on a good clean day when I have a good content and not like a huge amount of it, but right amount of it, I can churn out the vlog in about an hour, between an hour and 2 hours. Usually an hour and a half is kind of the average. And then after that, because I'm so stubbornly about writing the blog post to go with it, which is usually a short thing, but I need to set it up, that blog post, on 3 places: in the actual description part, in the YouTube, on my website, and then on Patreon. And all of them have kind of their own specific way of doing it. And then once it's all set up, I need to schedule the YouTube, and I need to schedule the blog. The Patreon usually goes out straight away live. There's a guy walking barefoot in Temple Bar. It's crazy. There's a lot of broken glass in this place. I wouldn't walk barefoot here. And there's a lot of also, I hate to say it, there's a lot of urine here in the night times. So you'd never see me walking here barefoot. Crazy. Yeah, then I have to schedule, I use TweetDeck. I actually, weird enough, I use, in some sort of form, I use all of the 3. I use TweetDeck for all my usual Twitter scheduling, which I do personally. Then I use Hootsuite for scheduling all my coffee morning posts. I know a lot of you people like them. And then I use Buffer for a lot of the automated stuff that comes out. Like, for example, my website has a huge amount of old blog posts right now, and I just after scheduling a load of them, automatically scheduling them, that they start being posted directly from the website. And then the Buffer, I have some other, I kind of collect the stuff that I might read. I usually drop it in the Buffer, and from there schedule it to be posted. So if it's something I think other people might appreciate, I'll share it as well there. If it's worth the while. This is going to be a very, very long one, so let's see how far we get. Then by the time I usually get through all that stuff, I start recording. The recording usually does take most of the afternoon. Most days usually it takes about 6 hours to record the song. But then usually that stage, depending on the production, usually that stage it can be in quite good shape, and then I just have to come back to the next day, tweak little things, and have it kind of ready and done. And I know for a lot of people that sounds like quite a fast way of recording, but I have, because I recorded so much, because it's over 100 and it's getting closer to 130 songs in the past 2.5 years. So I have a routine where if I record a guitar, I do it a certain way. I have everything accessible near. I have the microphone set up. I'm really quick to get started on the recording. The other thing is, and I'm not saying this in the sense of I'm bragging, but I'm a very confident guitar player. I usually know what I'm doing, and I usually get the takes in like first, second or third take, no later than that. And unless there's something very specific, tricky, or something that I really have to figure out, then it might take longer. But usually, like the rhythm parts, I usually bang them out pretty fast. Then the vocals, they usually take a little bit longer, but again, been doing that for so long, I've got better at laying down vocals which are clean enough to use and easy to edit. And then there's the mixing and editing part for the song, and usually I get finished on that about 3 o'clock, between 3 and 4, and then it's gonna last minute check off anything going on, and if I need to change the memory cards, charge batteries or whatever, and then I'm off to the porterhouse again, have a quick lunch / dinner, and I'll play the session there, and I'll finish at 8 o'clock. And usually by the time I got back home, most evenings when I get back home, that's when I edit the vlog, if I haven't done it before, which makes it for a long night. Most evenings when I get home about 8:15. I probably stay up, probably spend around an hour with my girlfriend, just like watching whatever she's watching, and you know, talking about the day and all that sort of stuff. We're both in the same room anyway, so my office is in the corner of the room, so I can work, or usually I bring a laptop on the sofa and, you know, try to spend time together. But at the same time, I'll be working, and I'll be working usually until around about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I hit the bed. My usual average night sleep during the week is about 6 hours. On a weekend, I try to sleep a little bit more. Usually hardly ever more than 8 hours anyway, except once in a blue moon when I totally crash, and then it's like, if I sleep 12 hours, it means that I've a lot of backed up sleep there that needs to be done. Wednesday, is the day that I kind of make sure that all the tracks are ready, so I have a good listen to it. Usually it does require some sort of tweaking, adjusting something, so that usually takes about an hour and a half. Then I need to upload the stuff into Dropbox, and it's sent to mastering. Usually I'm hoping to do it Wednesday before I go to the session, so that means I usually get it back by Thursday morning. I have a very good guy who is very reliable and fast at that. And again, Wednesday, if I have time, I try to film something during the day. I try to get out and do something else than just sit in the house. But that all depends on the weather. Like I was out today, and it's just so grey and dull day, and nothing like really looked inspiring. So I couldn't film anything as such. So I talked to you guys about this. Yeah, I try to get out and do something filming wise, and then whatever that gets done, usually I try to get a start on the editing on that stage. I download everything into the computer, charge batteries again. Then same thing again, quick lunch/dinner, report a house, play the session. Thursdays I'm not playing. Thursday and Fridays at the moment I'm not playing any shows or sessions. So Thursday mornings usually is a rehearsal day. So Thursday morning is the date that I have to get all the stuff for the Friday song to come out in time. So this actually go back to the Wednesday. So Wednesday I usually try to get a start on that. I try to get some sort of image for the cover of the single, and which I might then edit either on Wednesday night or Thursday morning. Then either Wednesday night or Thursday morning I write the blog post to go with the song. If the song is back from the mastering at that stage, then I upload it to Bandcamp. I upload it with the image, put the lyrics into the Bandcamp, and there's a couple of other details I have to put up there, and I save it in there so it's ready to go the next morning. I set up the blog post for the song to ready to go. I save also the blog post in Patreon for the Patreon crowd, which I usually try to send out on then Thursday night. I upload the song, high quality version of the song, in the Dropbox, which the people who are pledging more than the $5 or more on the Patreon get a copy of that as well. And then I try to have at least the Friday morning's vlog edited and ready to go already on Thursday morning, because I'll be rehearsing that day, so I don't have time to film it. And then if all goes well, 10 o'clock I usually meet Brian for a quick breakfast. Then 10:30 we're in the rehearsals. We rehearse until about 2:30. Then after that, if all goes well, that's kind of my weekend, Thursday and Friday. So we might go out for drinks or after with the lads after the session, and usually our ladies usually join at some stage, or if not, I might drag my girlfriend and we might go for dinner or something like that. Fridays I usually try to make sure that everything is up online. It's a kind of big day because the song comes out and there's a blog post comes out. There's a lot of things to make sure that they came up and blah blah blah. And then if anybody's online talking to me about the song or saying something, I try to react to it as instantly as possible, because it means a lot to me that people listen to the song, so I want to reply to them as soon as possible. The emails usually at this stage of the week have kind of piled up again, like even that I go through them every morning, I put them aside, and then Friday usually I try to clear it as much of it possible, because I know that Saturday and Sunday I won't look at them too much, and then by Monday it'll be another big pile up again, and that can take up to an hour again. I try to film whatever needs to be filmed. Like usually I try to film the Sunday weekly blog catch up. I'm going to try to film at that stage, and usually I film and record the rehearsals. So after the rehearsals I have to mix the whatever the tracks we have and send the guys the tracks, so that we can all listen back and see what works and what doesn't, and what needs to be improved on. And then I try to make some sort of collage video of the stuff if there's something good there, and that usually might end up in a Saturday's or Monday's vlog as a part of it. Then I try to be finished with all my work hopefully between 5 and 6, and then by the time my girlfriend gets out of work, that we could actually have some time to, whether we go out for dinner or movie or just chill out at home. Sometimes she might be out with some work colleagues, and then usually for me it's an excuse to work more. Which yeah, I know I'm a bit of a workaholic. Or we might cook a dinner at home or whatever, usual family stuff. Then Saturday, usually I try to get a bit of a line in a Saturday. Saturday morning I watch TV. I'm addicted to Saturday Kitchen. It's a cooking program. So I watch that, and I usually have a breakfast, and then we might adventure out, just wander around the town, maybe do some shopping, maybe go for lunch, coffee, something like that. Enjoy the weather. If it's a good weather, we might go out of town into Howth or Bray or Malahide or somewhere, just to get out of town a little bit, as we live in the middle of the city centre. Then I need to be back in town, and Saturday night I'm playing with Slither in a porterhouse, so I need to be in the porterhouse today. That's usually about 8 o'clock. So if that's the case, even if we're out, I try to get back into town and kind of, have a shower and a shave and maybe chill out for a little bit, so I won't be completely exhausted by the time I get to the gig. And then the gig, come back from the gig, I usually about 11:15, half 11, and then I set up the Sunday morning the blog update, and that usually takes me several hours. I had to set up also the email to go out with to my mailing list and all that. So yeah, that's a big process. So I usually rarely get to bed on Saturday night until before 2 a.m. and I usually, that's just me working flat out. So by the time Sunday morning comes, I am completely exhausted and I'm just sleep. And I sleep usually until about 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, until 11 o'clock, and if I'm naughty, until about 12 o'clock. But that's rare. And I'd have a lazy breakfast, and usually kind of lazy day. Again, might go to town, look around what's happening in town. If there's something happening in town, I might go and look around. If the weather's bad, then I try to get a starter and try to get the Monday vlog into some sort of shape. If it doesn't happen, then I'm playing with Slither from 6 to 9 in the porterhouse again. By the time I get back on Sunday night, I'll be editing the vlog in the early hours of the morning. And usually, again, I probably get to bed about 1 o'clock, realistically. Then Monday morning, start all over again. So that's kind of rough wrap up of my week. This is a long one, but I couldn't do it any shorter. But hopefully that replies some of your questions. As I said, all of that changes all the time. So that's just a rough idea. Throughout it all, I try to film. I try to take as many pictures as possible. If I can take pictures, I edit them and I post them on Instagram. I sort of share as much of my crazy journey through the music as much as I can with you guys. And then there's a certain amount of my time just goes to trying to do the booking stuff for Slither, or running the websites, either it's mine or Slither's, or no, lately I've been putting a lot of work into trying to get the Liberty Hells website up, which is my new band. So yes, that's coming soon, so I'll let you know when it's up. That's about the story of my week. Yeah, I don't get much sleep. 6 hours is fine. 5, I can manage on 5. 4 requires a lot of coffee, so there you go. Anyway, hopefully this makes some sense. Hopefully enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave this here because this is turning out to be a very, very long vlog again. So thanks for watching, and I shall talk to you more tomorrow.
Wish it could have been somebody else. There ain't much left underneath the broken shell. Tears swell up in your eyes one last time. You never gave up on living till the day